Hi there, Gianni here. And I just passed my Title 107 Unmanned Aircraft General Small exam. Isn't that great? Everyone says the same thing. Today is March 7th, 2023. And let me tell you, I had 16 that I wasn't sure about. I made the little tick marks that people talk about. 16. Not one question on runways, nothing whatsoever on traffic signs, airspace. There was one question I spent about 15 minutes on. It took me total about an hour and 50 minutes, but I was done in about an hour with those 15 or 16 that I bookmarked. I could not believe. Yep, there it is. And sorry about the Zoom here. I am a magician. True, true story. I am. That's my job. Let me see if I can get the light here to show you that I got an 95 pass grade. It's pretty. Yep, Zoom isn't working out for me today. But let's see, there we go. Look at I'm missing pieces here. I think this is the grade right here score where my finger is. Glare, there it is. 95. I could not believe it. I never score that high on tests. But I did have a test taking background with the police department and the military. And with this test, you only have three answers to choose from. I studied about 4 weeks, 4.5 weeks, and I crammed maybe the last 4 days. I spent about an hour or maybe hour and a half a day for a while. I'm going to tell you what helped me. Oh, you got about that book, of course. And there's a question here on airspace. Here we go. Airspace that blew my mind, and I still can't figure it out. It's on Class E airspace. And the numbers were so far off. It wasn't the 700 feet. It wasn't the 1,200 feet. It was let me see, figure 23, small airport. And it came out with three numbers that were just bizarre, like 1187. What is the floor of this Class E airport, Class E airspace airport? What is the floor? And you're looking for a number or you're thinking 700, 1,200. Nope. It was bizarre. And I made a comment there, but I mean, come on, I got these three areas, I guess, three areas, and I hadn't even looked up the codes because I can't believe this. I was thinking maybe the low 80s, and don't look at me and say, oh, this guy, he takes tests well, he's a computer whiz, whatever. I had no aviation background, and I still don't know how I blew that test away. But here, at the end of the day, you score a 70, I score a 95, you get the same license. So what got me into this? Well, I bought a drone. I started out with the SE, and then I moved up to oh, you can actually see it, the Mini 3 Pro, which I love, and I'm just getting kind of used to it. So just some guy bought a drone, and I took practice tests the last couple of days. I flunked two of them, and I saw another YouTuber said he had flunked the day before. I mean, the day of the test. There's one called King's. If you Google it, King's Study Guide, it's a doozer. It's questions like you've never seen before. Let me just get a little water here. So what helped me? I downloaded a lot of the YouTube. I think the woman out of Florida, Betty, please forgive me, I can't remember all the names. The Tony Northrup, I believe. I made MP3s out of them, and I just listened to them in the car, and I listened to them while I was running. I actually went on a business trip, and at the airport, I had it on, and I was going over all the material. That study guide that FAA that you download, it's 88 pages. I read about half of it. I made some comments, some highlighted, and let's see where. Oh, if you can see these. Yep, flashcards. which I'm not going to use anymore because I'm not going to need them. They're if you want to buy them, 100. I'm joking. Stow them away. You just make flashcards. I mean, this is like middle school stuff to most of you. But I'm still freaking out on this. It's by the grace of God I got that 95. I was shocked when she ran it. I really was. I was thinking, like I said, I thought I was maybe in the low 80s. And when I left here, my house, it's about 26 miles to the airport where I took it. I was thinking, you know what? If I just pass, that's if I just pass the dang thing. But oh, here's what happened. You got to have your driver's license, something with your address on it. So I had my driver's license. So I parked in front of the place, and I was about 45 minutes early. So I went in. I needed to use the restroom. I went in and I took my driver's license. There was a guy eating lunch behind the counter. It's actually they sell pilot knickknacks, what have you. And I guess I interrupted him, or he was having a bad day. I just asked him. I said, "Hey, I'm here for a test. What's the soonest I can take it?" He starts leading me to the room, and I said, "No, I'm not ready yet." And then he seems like he was a little angry. I said, "Well, can I just use the restroom?" So I had the driver's license. I went into the restroom. My car's literally parked right outside the door. So I'm leaving. I'm thinking, gosh, this it's not starting out well. I went to the car. I started going through my cards again one more time. I had my driver's license because I knew I couldn't bring anything in except your driver's license, right? So finally, it's about 10 minutes till my test time. I walked in and I said, crap, I don't have my license. I went back to the car, couldn't find it. No license. So I had a military ID, so I brought that in. And the lady says, it doesn't have an address on it. Do you have anything else? And I'm like, I'm not even going to be able to take this test. So I went back out and I found my registration, car registration had my address on it. So I took it into her and she took it and thank God. Went into the room. I was the only one in there. Great. She gave me some earplugs, put those in, and took the sample questions, and boom. Like I said, I started out. I think at 45 minutes, I'd already finished half the test, or 30 minutes. I can't remember, but I was bookmarking, like I said. It's a weird test. I mean, they can ask anything. A lot of the questions, yes, I found them online. And I'm sorry I'm slouching, but I'm trying to just get this out there because it is brand new. This is March 7th. So I just want to upload it and see if I can help anyone. Leave your comments below. Like I said, and don't go by the 95. It's a test bank. The next guy walking in could be, you know, super smart, a genius, goes in there and gets an 85 because I don't know how they do it. They're not going to tell you. But like I said, I'm still going to try to figure out this one question. It just bugs me. Not that I need any of this information anymore, really, So I'm thankful to God that I got through this and I'm done. And yeah, the last 2 days I've been hitting it really hard. And my regular job is substitute teach, and I'm an entertainer. So if you got any questions, leave below. Videos, like I said, let's see if I went over everything I can remember. I'm just going through this quick. Lots of study guides. Yeah, I took one course for you can get it for $11 up to $20. It's on Udemy, and let's see if I hate to get out of this but you go to Udemy and it's like $19, and you'll see like 4,000 reviews. It is really good, and it's updated, and it's remote ID in there, and I think that was you can take whatever you want. The ones that guarantee you to pass and all. I'm sure there's plenty. Pilot Institute, I was tempted, Greg, but I just thought I'd do it this way, and it worked. But if you have any questions, please leave them down below. And forgive me for this, Casper. Watch this. Here's the magic trick. Wait a minute. No, it's not working now. Like I said, yeah, it was disappearing. arms. Okay. Oh, yeah, here you go. I'm a fake pilot. Look at that. I got my sticker now. Oh, there we go. There's my hands disappeared. Yep, there's a sticker. Fake pilot. They wanted to sell me some drone little wings. It's whatever. Hey, you know, the license is going to say remote pilot. And yes, I already sent in my application. It says 10 days or 7 days to get the temporary. And one thing I failed to mention, why am I taking this? Yes, I would like to do a little real estate work, but from what I've read, I can't fly at night recreationally. And I want to fly at night. I want to get the LPR filter and just do some city light photography. And you're not allowed to go over 400 feet unless you're inspecting a building, right? So with Title 107, you can go over 400 feet AGL. So for what it's worth, I like to be able to fly high. Who knows what's going to happen with remote ID? I guess we can't even worry about that until September, but there were questions on remote ID about when do you land, if something goes wrong, remote pilot in control, lots of questions, chart supplement, chart supplement, chart supplement, and airspace. And let's see what else. A lot of airspace, rules, railroad tracks, like from point A to point B going through airspace. The airspace I really had no problem with. I got it down. But what I hate is the runways. Here it was 45-degree angle coming in. I knew all the runway 36, 30, it's 360. I knew all that. I mean, I studied hours, knew all that. I mean, coming in, what angle, where are you at, heading? I knew all that. Not one question, none, zero, goose egg. But you may get them. So anyway, I'm going to end this. Sorry to be rambling on. Once again, if you have any questions, please leave them down below and I'll try to answer them. People help me. I'm going to try to get back. Thanks for watching. Happy flying.